Kunja Bihari.
Misleading. No. Never. Yasya. Is. Kashchit. Anyone. Dvaita. Object of specific favor. Asti. There is. Karhichit. Anywhere. Dvesha. Object of envy. Cha. And. Yasmin. Unto him. Vishama. Partiality. Matihi. Conception. Nirnam. Of the people. Translation. O Lord, no one can understand your transcendental pastimes, which appear to be human and so are misleading. You have no specific object of favor, nor do you have any object of envy. People only imagine that you are partial.
The Lord says in the Bhagavad Gita, Pritranam sadhuna vinasaya cha duskita. So two purposes. When God incarnates, He has got two missions. One mission is Pritranam sadhuna and vinasaya. One mission is to deliver the faithful, devotees, sadhu. Sadhu means saintly person. The sadhu, I have explained several times, sadhu means devotee. Sadhu does not mean the worldly honesty or dishonesty, morality or immorality. It has nothing to do with material activity. It is simply spiritual, sadhu. But sometimes we derive sadhu, a person's material goodness, morality. But actually sadhu means in the transcendental platform, those who are engaged in devotional service. Sagunam samadhitta etam. Sadhu is transcendental to the material world. The Paritrana sadhana. The Paritrana means to deliver. Now, if a sadhu is already delivered, is on the transcendental platform, then what is the necessity of delivering him? This is the question. Therefore this word is used, virambana. It is bewildered. It is contradictory. It appears to be contradictory. If the sadhu is already delivered, transcendental position means he is no longer under the control of the three material modes of nature, goodness, passion and evil. Because it is clearly stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Sagunan samatitta itam. He transcends the material quality, the sadhu, devotee. Then where is the question of deliverance? The deliverance, he does not require deliverance, a sadhu. But because he is very much anxious to see the Supreme Lord eye to eye, that is his inner desire, therefore Krishna comes. Not for deliverance, he is already delivered. He is already delivered from the material life. But to satisfy him, Krishna is always just like a devotee wants to satisfy the Lord in all respects. Similarly, more than the devotee, the Lord wants to satisfy the devotee. This is the exchange of lovingness. It's like in your ordinary dealings also. If you love somebody, you want to satisfy him or her. Similarly, she or he also wants to reciprocate. So if that reciprocation or loving affair is there in this material world, how much it is greatly elevated in the spiritual world. So, there is a verse that sadhu is my heart and I am also the sadhu's heart. The sadhu is always thinking of Krishna and Krishna is always thinking of his devotee. So, the appearance and disappearance of Lord within this material world, that is called Chikilsitam. What is the word meaning of Chikilsitam?
Pastimes.
Pastime. It is Krishna's pastime that it comes. When he comes, of course, he works something. The work is to give protection to the sadhu and to kill the asadhu. But both the activities are his pastime. He is not envious. He cannot be envious. The killing of the demons, that is also his affection. Just like sometimes we punish our children, we give a very strong slap. That is not out of love. There is love. So when Krishna kills a demon, the business is not on the platform of material jealousy or enviousness. No. Therefore, it is mentioned in the Shastra that even the demons who are killed by Lord, they also get immediate salvation. The result is the same. Just like Putana was killed. Putana wanted to kill Krishna. But who can kill Krishna? That is not possible. She was killed. But what was the result? The result was that she got the position of Krishna's mother. Krishna accepted her as his mother. She came with poison-coated nipple, that Krishna will suck my nipple and the child will die immediately. But that is not possible. She was killed. Krishna sucked the nipple and the life altogether. But Krishna took the bright side, that this woman, demon, she came to kill me, but somehow or other I have sucked her breast milk, so she is my mother. She is my mother. So she got the position of mother. These are explained in the Bhagavatam. Buddha explained to Vishnu that Krishna is so kind, God is so kind. Even the person who wanted to kill him with poison, she was accepted as mother. Such a kind God, Krishna, that whom shall I worship others except Krishna? This example is given. So actually, Krishna has no enemy. Najasya Kaschit Dvaita. Dvaita means favor. Nobody is favored. Najasya Kaschit Dvaita Stikarihichit Deshyasya. And nobody is his enemy. But who can be his enemy, who can be his friend? Suppose we create friends, we expect some benediction or some profit from this friend. And enemy means we expect some harmful activities by the enemy. But Krishna is so perfect that nobody can do any harm to Krishna neither anybody can give anything to Krishna. So where is the necessity of friend and enemy? There is no necessity. Therefore it is stated here, Najasya Tvastit Dvaitasti. He doesn't require anyone's favor. He is complete. I may be very poor man. I expect some friend's favor, somebody's favor. But that is my expectation because I am imperfect. I am not full. I am deficient in so many ways. So I am needy, always. Therefore, I want to create some friend, and similarly, I hate the enemy. So Krishna is being the supreme. Nobody can do any harm to Krishna, nobody can give anything to Krishna. So why we are offering Krishna so much comfort? We are dressing Krishna, we are decorating Krishna, we are giving nice food to Krishna. So the idea is try to understand that Krishna does not require your nice dress or nice flower or nice food. Krishna does not require. But if you give him, then you become benefited. It is Krishna's favor that is accepting. The example is given just like if you decorate the original person, the reflection of the person in the mirror, it also appears decorated. So we are reflection. In the Bible also it is said that man is made after the image of God. So as Krishna is a transcendental, he has got 2 hands, 2 legs, 1 head. So man is made after God, means we are reflection of the image of God. Not that we manufacture and imagine some form according to our form. That is the Mayavadi philosophy is it is called anthropomorphism. They say that because the absolute truth is impersonal, but because we are persons, we imagine that absolute truth is also person. That's the opposite. Actually, that is not the fact. We have got this personal form as reflection of. So, in the reflection, if the original person is benefited, the reflection is also benefited. That is the problem. The reflection is also benefited. So, if you decorate Krishna, so you become decorated. If you satisfy Krishna, then you become satisfied. If you offer nice food to Krishna, then you eat them. Perhaps those who are outside the temple, they have never imagined such nice food stuff. But because it is being offered to Krishna, we have got the opportunity to take it. This is the plan. So you try to satisfy Krishna in all respect, then he will be satisfied in all respect. This is Krishna does not require your service, but he kindly accepts. Sarvadharman parittajya mamekam saranam vraja. Krishna is asking you that you surrender unto me. It does not mean that Krishna is lacking one servant, and if you surrender, then he will be profited. Krishna can create millions of servants by his only desire. So that is not point. But if you surrender to Krishna, you become saved. You become saved. That is your duty. Krishna says, aham kva sarva pape bhava kvaishade. You are suffering here. Just like without any shelter. You see, so many people are in the street, no aim, no light. You go in the big side, you see so many boys and girls without lettering, do not know what to do, all confused. But if you take shelter of Krishna, then you know, oh, I have got now shelter. There is no more confusion. There is no more hopelessness. He can understand it very well. And I receive so many letters daily, how they are hopeful in Krishna consciousness. So, Krishna has come here, has descended to collect some servant. That's not required. If we agree, instead of becoming Krishna's servant, we are servant of so many things. We are servant of our senses and sense activities. Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moho. Actually the whole world is serving the senses. Servant of the senses. Godas. But if we engage the senses in the service of Krishna, then we shall no longer remain the servant of the senses, we shall be the master of the senses. Because we shall not allow our senses to be engaged otherwise. That strength we shall get. And then we shall be saved. So here Kunti Devi is describing that your appearance in this material world is not misleading, bewildered. We are thinking that Krishna has got some mission, some purpose, therefore he has appeared. No, it is his pastime. It is pastime. Just like sometimes the governor goes to inspect the prisoner. He has no business to go to the prisoner house. He is getting report from the superintendent. He doesn't. Still, sometimes he comes. Let me see how they are doing. It is called pastime. It is his free will. Not that he has become subjected to the prison law and he has to come to the prison. No, not that. But if the prisoners think, oh, here the governor is also in the prison, so here is one. Here is one. I am also governor. The rascal thinks like that. Because Krishna has come, descended, avatar, so I am also avatar. And this rascal is going on. So, here it is said, Naveda Kaschit Bhagavan. Nobody knows what is the purpose of your appearance and disappearance. Nobody knows. So, Tama Ihamanasya Minam Virambanam. It is bewildered. Nobody can understand what is the real purpose. The real purpose is his free will. Let me go and see. He doesn't require to come to kill the demons. There are so many agents. If there is a strong wind, thousands of demons can be killed in a moment. So Krishna does not require to come to kill the demons. And he does not require also to come to give protection to the devotee. By simply will, everything is there. But he takes a pleasure at time. Let me go and see. Sometimes he wants to fight. Because the fighting spirit is also there in Krishna. Otherwise, where we get, because we are part and parcel of Krishna, all the qualities of Krishna in minute quantity, they are within us. We are a sample of Krishna. But where from we get this fighting spirit? The fighting spirit is there in Krishna. Therefore, just like sometimes big man or kings, they engage some wrestler to fight. They pay the wrestler to fight with the king. But he is not enemy. He is giving pleasure to the king by mock fighting. Similarly, when Krishna wants to fight, who will fight with him? Some of his devotee, great devotee will fight with him, not ordinary. Just like a king, if he wants to practice mock fighting, some very exalted fighter, wrestler will engage. Similarly, that is also service, because Krishna wants to fight. And therefore, some of his devotees come down to become his enemy. Just like Joy Vijan. This Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaka. Do you think they are ordinary living entities? That Nishangadev, God himself has come to kill him. Do you think they are ordinary? No, they are not ordinary. They are devotees. But Krishna wanted to fight in the Vaikuntha world. There is no possibility of fight, because everyone there, they are engaged in Krishna's service, with whom he will fight. Therefore, he sends some devotee in the garb of enemy, and Krishna comes here to fight with him. At the same time, to teach us that becoming enemy of Krishna is not very proper. Better become friend. That is therefore it is said that Naveda Kashchid Bhagavan Chikitsikam. Nobody knows what is the purpose of your appearance and disappearance. So, Tava Yihamanasa Ninam Vinambanam. You are in this world just like ordinary human being. This is beauty. Therefore, ordinary man cannot believe how God can become an ordinary person like Krishna is playing. Although he was not playing ordinary person, he was playing as God whenever there was necessity. It's like he married 16,000 wives. When he married, he was one. In 16,000 girls offered surrender to Krishna, that we are now kidnapped. If we go home, nobody will marry us. That is the strict Vedic system. If an unmarried girl goes out of home even for one night, nobody will marry him. Still is good. Nobody will marry. So this is the old system. All the 16,000 girls who were kidnapped by Bhaumasura. So they prayed to Krishna, and Krishna came, killed the Bhaumasura, delivered all the girls. So when Krishna asked them, now you can safely go to your father's house, they replied, sir, if we go back to our father's house, what will be our fate? Nobody will marry us. Because this man, this actor, they kidnapped us. Then what do you want? We want that you become our husband. Krishna is so kind. Yes, immediately. That is Krishna. Now, when they were brought at home, not that 16,000 wives will have to wait for 16,000 nights to meet Krishna. Krishna expanded himself into 16,000 forms and constructed 16,000 palaces and establishments. Each palace, the description is there and there. There is Bhagavan. So those rascals, they cannot understand. They criticize Krishna that he was very lusty. He married 16,000 wives. Even if he is lusty, he is unlimitedly lusty. Because he is unlimited. Why 16,000? If you would marry 16 millions of wives, still it is imperfect. That is Krishna. So for Krishna there is no such thing that you can accuse Krishna as lusty, sensuous. No. He showed favor to all these devotees. There are so many devotees of Krishna. Some devotee is asking Krishna to become her husband. Some devotee is asking Krishna to become his friend. Some devotee is asking Krishna to become his son. And some devotee is asking to become his playmate. In this way, millions and trillions of devotees are there all over the universe. And Krishna has to satisfy them all. He does not require any help from the devotees. But as the devotees want, so the 16,000 devotees wanted Krishna as their husband. Krishna agreed, and that is just like common man. But as God, he expanded himself into 16,000 forms. So Narada came to see Krishna has married 16,000 wives. How he is dealing with them, let me see. So when he came here, he saw in 16,000 palaces, Krishna is acting differently. And somewhere he is talking with his wife, somewhere he is playing with his children, somewhere he is getting marriage ceremony of his sons and daughters. So many 16,000 ways he is engaged. That is Krishna. Krishna, although just like he was playing just like ordinary child. But when Mother Jasoda wanted to see his mouth open, whether he had eaten dirt, he showed within the mouth all the universes. And this is Krishna. Although he is playing just like ordinary child, ordinary human being, but when there is need, he shows his godly nature. That's Arjuna. He was driving the chariot, but when Arjuna wanted to see his universal form, immediately saw him. Thousands and millions of apes and weapons. This is Krishna. So, not just supposed to. Otherwise, Krishna has no enemy, Krishna has no friend. He is completely independent. He does not depend on enemy, but he plays like that for the benefit of the so-called friend and so-called enemy. He Krishna, that is Krishna's absolute nature. When Krishna favors as either as enemy or as friend, the result is the same. Therefore, Krishna is absolute. Thank you.
Hare
की जय, वैष्णविंद की जय, नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद की जय। श्री राधा कृष्ण को गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिवर्धन की जय, वृंदावन धाम की जय, नवद्वीप धाम की जय, यमुना माई की जय, यमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय।
Janma, birth, karma, activity, cha, and Vishvatman, O soul of the universe, Ajasya, of the unborn, Akaratu, of the inactive, Atmana, of the vital energy, Tiryak, animal, Nri, human being, Rishishu, in the sages, Yadhaksu, in the water, Tat, that, Atyanta, veritable, Vidambalam, bewildering. Translation. Of course it is bewildering, O soul of the universe, that you work, though you are inactive, that you take birth, though you are the vital force and the unborn. You yourself descend amongst animals, men, sages, and aquatics. Verily, this is bewildering.
So, Krishna is addressed here as Vishyatman, the vital force of the universe. Just like in my body, in your body, that there is a vital force. The vital force is the Atma, the living being, living entity or soul. So because the vital force, the soul is there, the whole body is working. So, similarly, there is the supreme vital force. Supreme vital force is Krishna, or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, where is the question of his taking birth, appearance or disappearance? In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Janma karmam chame dibbam. Dibbam means it is spiritual. Ajopi san abhyatma. Ajo means unborn. Abhyatma, without any distraction. So Krishna is existing as in the beginning of this stotra, Kunti addressed Krishna that you are within, you are without, still invisible. Krishna is within, without, that we have explained. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddesha arjuna tisthati sarvasya chaham riddhisannivishya. Krishna is situated in everyone's heart, therefore he is within everything. Andantarastham, paramanuchayantarastham, he is within the atom even, and without also. Vishwarup, as Krishna showed, the Vishwarup, external feature, this gigantic cosmic manifestation, that is Krishna's external body. These are described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. The hills, the mountains, they are described as the bones. Just like we have got in our body some part raised by the bones. Similarly, these big mountains and hills, they have been described as the bones. And these big oceans, they have been described as different holes in the body, down and up. Similarly, the Brahmaloka is the skull, upper skull. So, one who cannot see God, they have been advised to see God in so many ways. These are the instructions in the Vedic literature. Because you can simply conceive of God, the great. The greatness, you also do not know how great He is. So, in your conception of greatness, just like the very high mountains, the sky, the big planet, so the description is there. You can think of, that is also Krishna consciousness. If you think that this mountain is the bone of Krishna, that is also Krishna. Actually that is so. If you think that this big Pacific Ocean is the navel of Krishna, these big trees, plants, they are hairs in the body of Krishna. And then the head, the skull of Krishna is the Brahmaloka. The soul is the Patal Loka. Similarly, this is Mahato Mahiyan. When you think of Krishna as the greater than the greatest, you can think like this. And if you think the Krishna is both, smaller than the smallest, that is also greatness. That is also greatness. Krishna can manufacture this gigantic cosmic manifestation, and He can manufacture also a small insect smaller than the point. You have seen sometimes in the book, you will find one insect is running, the shape is smaller than the full stop. This is Krishna's craftsmanship. Anurani yanga mahato mahiya. He can create bigger than the biggest and the smaller than the smallest. Now human being, according to their conception, they have manufactured the 747 airplane, supposed to be very big. All right, according to your consciousness, you have produced something big, but can you produce a small aeroplane like insect flying? That is not possible. Therefore, greatness means that who can become greater than the greatest and smaller than the smallest. That is greatness. If you can act one-sided, that is also not perfectly. Supposing you can manufacture still more, bigger. I don't think at the modern age they have manufactured the biggest. We get information from Bhagavatam, Kardam Muni, the father of Kapil, he manufactured a plane, a big city with lakes, with gardens, with big houses, street, and the whole city was flying all over the universe, and Kardamani showed to his wife all the planets. all the planets. He was a big yogi, and his wife Devavati was Vaivasvata Manu's daughter, very big king's daughter. So Kardamani wanted to marry, desired. So immediately Vaivasvata Manu, his daughter Devavati, she also said, "My dear father, I want to marry that sage." So she brought the daughter, said, "Here is my daughter, you accept her as your wife." So she was king's daughter, very opulent, but coming to her husband, she had to serve so much that she became lean and thin, not sufficient food and working day and night. So Kardamani became little compassionate that this woman has come to me, she is king's daughter, and in my protection she is not getting any comfort. So I shall give her some comfort. She asked wife, "How will be comfortable?" So woman's nature is a good house, good food, good dress, and good children, and good husband. This is woman's ambition. So he proved himself that the best husband she has got. So she first of all gave her all opulences, big house, maid servants, opulence, and then this aeroplane was manufactured by him, yogic process. Kardamani, he was a human being. If he could perform such wonderful thing by yogic process, and Krishna is the Yogeshwara, the master of the all yogic mystic power. Krishna is addressed in the Bhagavad Gita as Yogeshwara. Little mystic power when we get, we become so big, important man. And now he is the master of all yogic mystic power. Jatha Yogeshwara Hari. In the Bhagavad Gita it is said that wherever Yogeshwara Hari, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the master of all mystic power, is there, and where there is Dhanudhara Arjuna, Partha, so everything is there. Everything is there. So we should remember this, that if you can keep yourself always in company with Krishna, then all perfection is there. Yatha Yogeshwara Hari. All perfection is there. And Krishna has agreed, especially in this age, Nama Rupe Koli Kale Krishna Avatar. Krishna has incarnated in this age as the holy name. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that, "My dear Lord, you are so kind that you are giving me your association in the form of your holy name. Nam Namakari Bahula Nija Sattva Shakti Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kala." And this holy name can be chanted in any situation. There is no hard and fast rule. You can chant Hare Krishna anywhere. Just like these children, they also chant, they also dance. It is not at all difficult. While walking, just like our students, they take the beads They are walking on the sea beach, still chanting. Where is the loss? But the gain is so great that we are associating with Krishna personally. The gain is so much. If you feel very much proud, if you are associating personally with President Nixon, how much proud you feel with President Nixon? So, will you not feel very much proud if you are associating the Supreme Nixon? Who can create millions of Nixon? So this is our opportunity. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Etadrisi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi. My dear Lord, you are so kind upon me that you are giving your association always, constantly. You are prepared, you are giving duddhaiva idrishamma miha janina anuraga. But I am so unfortunate, I am not taking advantage of it. Duddhaiva, misfortune. Our this Krishna consciousness movement is simply requesting people chant Hare Krishna. There was a caricature picture in some paper, perhaps you remember, from Montreal or here, I don't remember. One old lady and her husband sitting face to face. The lady is requesting the husband, chant, chant, chant. And the husband is answering, can't, can't, can't. So this is going on. We are requesting everyone, please chant, chant, chant. And they are replying, can't, can't. This is their misfortune. This is their misfortune. So still, it is our duty to make all these misfortunate, unfortunate creatures fortunate. That is our mission. We therefore go in the street and chant. Although they say can't, we go on chanting. That is our business. And somehow or other, we push on some literature in his hand. He is becoming fortunate. He would have squandered his hard-earned money in so many nasty, sinful ways, and if he purchases one book, never mind what is the price, his money is properly utilized. The beginning of Krishna consciousness is there because he is giving some money, hard-earned money, for this Krishna consciousness movement. He is getting some spiritual profit. He is not losing, he is getting some spiritual profit. Therefore, our business is somehow or other bring everyone in this Krishna consciousness movement, he will be profited. So this business is going on not only in the human society. Krishna's plan is so great that Krishna appeared as human being or as Lord Krishna. Not everyone knew that he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He was dealing just like ordinary human being. Not ordinary, when there was need, he proved himself the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But generally, he was known as ordinary human being. Therefore, Sukadeva Goswami is describing Krishna in a description when he was playing with the cowherd's ball, Krishna. So, Sukadeva Goswami is pointing out, who is this cowherd boy? He said, Ithang Satang sukhanubhutya. Satang, the impersonalists, they are meditating upon the impersonal Brahma and feeling some transcendental bliss. As Sukadeva Goswami says, the source of that transcendental bliss is here, Krishna. Aham sarvasya prabhava. Krishna is the source of everything. Therefore the transcendental bliss which the impersonalists try to experience by meditating upon impersonal Brahma, Sukadeva Goswami says, Ithang satang brahma sukhanubhutya. Brahma sukh, the transcendental bliss of realization of Brahma. Dasangatanang paradaivatena. Here is the person who is the source of Brahma sukh, and dasangatanang paradaivatena. Dasangatanang means devotees. A devotee is always prepared to render service to the Lord. Dasangatana. Paradaivatana, Supreme Personality of God. Here is the source of Brahma Sukh. Here is the original personality of God. And Maya Sitanang Narudarakena. And those who are under the spell of illusory energy, for them he is ordinary boy. So he is according to the conception, Je Jathama Prapadante. If Krishna is taken as ordinary boy, human being, Krishna will deal with him as ordinary human being. If Krishna is accepted as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the devotee will enjoy the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And if the impersonalists are very much fond of Brahma Jyoti, he is the source. Therefore he is everything. Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavaniti Sabdate. So, with such exalted personality of Godhead, these boys are playing. How they have been so much fortunate to play with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Ithang satang brahma sukhanubhutya dasangatanang paradaivatena maya sitanang naradarakena sadhang vijarahu kritapunna punya. These boys, coward boys now, who are playing with Krishna, they are also not ordinary. They have got now the highest perfection, that they have been able to play with the Supreme Personality of God. How they have achieved this position? Krita punya punya, many lives, pious activities. Because these boys, for many lives, underwent austerities, penances, to achieve the highest perfection of life. Now they have got the opportunity playing with Krishna personally, on equal level. They do not know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is Vrindavan Lila. The cowherd's boy, they simply love Krishna. Their love is unending. Everyone in Vrindavan, they say Jasodama, or Nanda Maharaj, they are in paternal affection with Krishna. So, the father and mother love Krishna, the friends love Krishna, the girlfriends, they love Krishna, the trees love Krishna, the water love Krishna, the flower, the cows, the calves, everyone loves Krishna. That is Vrindavan. So, if we simply learn how to love Krishna, then we can create immediately this world as Vrindavan. Immediately. This is the only central point. How to love Krishna. Prema pumartha mahan. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that the dharmartha kama moksha. People are after these four things. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu disregarded this. This is not achievement of life. Of course, a human being, a human life does not begin unless there is conception of religion, dharma. But at the present moment in the Kali Yuga, dharma is practically nil. So, according to Vedic calculation, the present human civilization, they are not even human beings. Because there is no dharma, there is no religion, no morality, no pious activities, do not care. Everyone can do anything without caring. Formerly there was morality, immorality, irreligious, religious, but with the progress of Kali Yuga, everything is being vanquished. It is stated in the Kali Yuga about 80% people, they are sinful, all sinful. And we can practically see the sinful list we have given, four principles: illicit sex life, intoxication, meat eating, and gambling. These are the four pillars of sinful life. Therefore we request our student, first of all, break these four pillars. So the roof of sinful life will collapse. Then chant Hare Krishna, you remain fixed up in transcendental position. Simple method. Because one cannot realize God if his life is sinful. That is not possible. Therefore Krishna says, Jisam antagatam papam. Antagatam means finished. One who has finished sinful life. Jisam antagatam papam jananam punya karmana. Who can finish sinful life? Who are engaged in pious activities. But one must have activities, engagement. See, if one is engaged in pious activities, naturally his sinful activities will vanish. One side, voluntarily he should try to break the pillars of sinful life. Another side, he must engage himself in pious life. Simply theoretically one cannot. Because everyone must have some engagement. If he has no pious engagement, then simply theoretically he will not be able. For example, practical, your government is spending millions of dollars for stopping this intoxication. Everyone knows. But the government has failed. How? Simply by law or by lecturing you can make them without LSD or intoxication. That is not possible. You must give them good engagement. Then it will be automatic. And practically you see that our students who come here, we instruct no intoxication, immediately given up. And the government has failed. This is practical. Parang dishta nivartate. If you don't give somebody good engagement, you cannot stop his bad engagements. That is not possible. Therefore, we are giving two sides. Good engagements, at the same time prohibition. We simply don't say that no illicit sex, no intoxication, no. Simply negative is no meaning. There must be something positive. Because everyone wants engagement. That is because we are living entity. We are not dead stone. The other philosophers, they are trying to become dead stone by meditation. Let me think of void, impersonalism. Artificially, how you can make it void? Your heart, your mind is full of activities. So these are artificial things. This will not help the human society. The so-called yoga, so-called meditation, these are all rascaldom. Because there is no engagement. Here there is engagement. Here everyone is engaged to rise early in the morning for offering aratri to the deity. They are preparing nice food, they are decorating, making garland, so many engagements. They are going for Sankirtan party, they are canvassing, for selling books, 24 hours engagement. Therefore they are able to give up this sinful life. Parang drishtya nivartate. Just like everything is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Just in a hospital. In a hospital there are many patients, they are not eating anything on the Ekadashi day. Does it mean that he is observing Ekadashi? I mean, he is simply hankering after, when I shall eat, when I shall eat, when I shall eat. But these students, they voluntarily don't eat anything. We don't say that you don't eat anything, some fruits, some flowers, that's all. So parang drishtya nivartate. Just like a child, he has got in his hand something, he is eating, and if you give him better thing, he will throw away the inferior thing and will take the better thing. Yeah. So here is Krishna consciousness, this better engagement, better life, better philosophy, better consciousness, everything better. Therefore they can give up the sinful activities of life, and that will promote to Krishna consciousness. So these activities are going on not only in the human society, the animal society also. Animal society, aquatic, because everyone is Krishna's part and parcel, sons. So they are rotting in this material world. So Krishna has a plan, a big plan to deliver them. Personally he comes, sometimes he sends his very confidential devotee, sometimes he comes himself, sometimes he leaves instruction like Bhagavad Gita.
Gopi, the cowherd lady, Yashoda, Adade, took up, Tvai, Anu, Kritagasi, creating disturbances, by breaking the butter pot, Dama, rope, Tavat, at that time, Ya, that which, Te, your, Dasha, situation, Ashru Kalila, overflooded with tears. Anjana, ointment. Samprama, disturbed, perturbed. Aksham, eyes. Vaktram, face. Niniya, downwards. Bhaya, bhavanaya, by thoughts of fear. Stitasya, of the situation. Sa, that. Mam, me. Vimohayati, bewilders. Api, even fear personified. Yat, whom. Bibheti, be afraid of. Translation. My dear Krishna, Yashoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflooded with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes. And you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me.
This is also another opulence of Krishna. Krishna is full with 6 kinds of opulences. This opulence is beauty opulence. Krishna has got 6 opulences, all riches, all strength, all influence, all knowledge, all beauty, all renunciation. So, this is the opulence of Krishna's beauty. Krishna wants everyone, just like we are offering obeisances to Krishna with awe and veneration. But nobody comes here to Krishna with a rope. Krishna, you have offended, I shall bind you. Nobody comes. That is another prerogative of the most perfect devotee. Yeah. Krishna wants that. Because he is full of opulence. This is also another opulence. Anoraniyang mahato mahiyan. Greater than the greatest and the smaller than the smallest. That is opulence. So, Kunti Devi is thinking of Krishna's opulence, but he did not dare to take the part of Jasoda. That is not possible. Although Kunti Devi happened to be aunt of Krishna, but she had no such privilege. This privilege is specially given to Jasodamani. Because she is so advanced devotee that she has got the right to chastise the Supreme Personality of God. That is special prerogative. So, Kunti Devi was simply thinking of the privilege of Jasodamani, that how much fortunate and how much privileged she was that she could threaten the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is feared even by the fear personified. Bhirapi jad vibheti. Who is not afraid of Krishna? Everyone. But Krishna is afraid of Jasoda. This is the super excellence of Krishna. Just like Krishna's another name is Madan Mohan. Madan means Cupid. Cupid enchants everyone. Cupid. And Krishna enchants Cupid. Therefore his name is Madan Mohan. He is so beautiful that even Cupid is enchanted by him. But again, on the other side, Krishna, although he is so beautiful that he enchants the Cupid, still he is enchanted by Srimati Radharani. Therefore, Srimati Radharani's name is Madan Mohan Mohini. Krishna is the enchanter of the Cupid, and Radharani is the enchanter of that enchanter. So these are very high-grade spiritual understanding in Krishna consciousness. It is not fiction or imagination, concoction, they are facts. They are facts. And every devotee can have such privileges if he is actually advanced. If you don't think that their privilege which was given to Mother Jasoda, if not exactly like that, everyone can have that privilege. If you love Krishna as your child, then you will have such privilege. Because the mother has got, because mother loves the most. Nobody in this material world, there is no comparison of mother's love without any exchange. Even in this material world, mothers love the child without any expectation of return, generally. Although in this material world is so polluted, still sometimes mothers think the child will be grown up, he will be big man, he will earn money, and I shall get it. There is still some feelings of exchange, but while loving Krishna, there is no such feeling of exchange. That is called unalloyed love. Annavilasita sunnam. Free from all material gain. We should not love Krishna for some material gain. It is not that Krishna give us our daily bread, then I love you. Krishna give me this, then I love you. There is no such mercantile exchange. That is wanted. Krishna wants that kind of love. So, here it is said, that position, jati dasha, when as soon as Krishna saw Mother Jasoda is coming with a rope to bind him, so he immediately became very much afraid, so that tears came out. Mother is coming to bind me. Jati dasas kulila. Anjana, and the ointment is being washed out. And sambhama, and with great respect looking to the mother, with feeling appeal, yes, mother, I have offended you, kindly excuse me. This was the scene of Krishna. So that scene is appreciated by Kunti. And immediately his big head became downward. So this is another Krishna's perfection, that although he is the supreme personality of Godhead, and Bhagavad Gita he says, Matta parataram nanyat kinchid asti dhananjaya. My dear Arjun, there is no superior being above me. I am the supermost. Natya, matya parataram na anyat. There is nobody else. That supreme personality of Godhead above whom there is none. That Supreme Personality of Godhead is bowing down before Mother Jasoda. Niniyam, Bhaktram Niniyam. He is accepting, my dear mother, yes, I am offended. Niniyam Bhaktram Bhaya Bhavanaya, with a feeling of fearfulness. Thitasya. Sometimes when Jasoda Mother Jasoda used to see that the child has become too much afraid, she also became disturbed. Because if the child is disturbed, it is a psychology, there is some mental reaction. So Mother Jasoda did not want that actually Krishna will suffer by my punishment. That was not Krishna, Mother Jasoda's purpose. But as a mother, feelingly, when she feels too much disturbance, the child is, this system is still current in India, when the child too much disturbing, he is bound up in a place. That is very common system. So Jasoda Mother adopted it. Samang vimohayat. So that is the scene appreciated by pure devotees, that how much greatness is there in the Supreme Person, that he is playing exactly a perfect child. When he is playing like a child, he plays perfectly. When he plays a husband, 16,000 wives, he was playing perfectly as husband. When he was playing as lover of the gopis, he was playing perfectly. When he was friend of the cowherd's boy, he was playing perfectly. The cowherd's boy all depend on Krishna. They wanted to taste the palm tree fruits, but there was a demon, Gardhavasu. They would not allow anyone to enter that palm tree. But the boy friends of Krishna cowherds requested, Krishna, we wanted to taste that fruit. If you can arrange. Yes? Immediately Krishna arranged. Krishna and Balaram went to the forest, and the demons, they were living there in the shape of asses, and immediately they came to kick by their hind legs Krishna and Balaram. And Balaram captured one of them and immediately threw on the top of the tree, and the demons died. So the friends also were very much obliged to Krishna. There was fire all round. They do not know anything. Krishna, yes, Krishna is ready. Krishna immediately swallowed up the whole fire. There are so many demons attacked. Every day, all the boys, they would come back to their home and explain to their mother, Mother, Krishna is so wonderful. You see, this happened today. And the mother will say, yes, our Krishna is wonderful. So much, that's all. They do not know Krishna is God. Krishna is the Supreme Person. Krishna is wonderful, that's all. And their love increases. The more they perceive Krishna's wonderful activities, they become more lover. Perhaps he may be a demigod. Yeah. That is their suggestion. When Nanda Maharaj will talk amongst his friends, and the friends will talk about Krishna, oh, Nanda Maharaj, your child, Krishna is wonderful. Yes, I see that. Maybe some demigod. That's all. Maybe, that is also not certain. So, the inhabitants of Vrindavan, they do not care who is God, who is not God. That is not their business. But they want Krishna and love Krishna, that's all. So, those who are thinking of first of all analyzing Krishna, whether he is God, they are not first class devotees. Those who have got spontaneous love for Krishna, they are first class. How you will analyze Krishna? He is unlimited. It is impossible. So this business we should not try to analyze, to know Krishna. It is impossible. We have got limited perception, limited potency of our senses. How we can study Krishna? This is not possible at all. Whatever Krishna reveals himself, that much sufficient. Don't try. That is not. Neti, neti, just like the Mayavadis. They are trying to find out God. Where is God? Who is God? Neti, not this. They are simply not this. Their philosophy is based on not this. And what it is, they do not. The so-called scientists also, they are trying to find out the ultimate cause, but their process is not this. So much. As much they are advancing, they are finding not this. And what it is, they will never find. They will never find. They can say not this, but what it is, that is not possible. That is not possible. Panthastu koti satavassa sampragamya vayurathapi manasu munipungavana sapastija prapadasim na avichintatati govindamadi purusam tamam. You want to speak of Krishna, even this material object. They are trying to go to the moon planet. Actually, they do not know what it is. Actually. Then why they are coming back? If they knew it perfectly what it is, then they would have resided there by this time. They are trying for the last 20 years. Simply, they are seeing not this. There is no living entities. There is no possibility of her living there. And so many no's. And what is yes? No, they do not know. And this is only one planet or one star. The moon planet is taken as star. The scientists, they say the stars are all suns. But according to our information, the Bhagavad Gita, Nakshatranam Jatha Shashi. Shashi means the moon is just like so many stars. So what is the position of the moon? Moon is bright being reflects of the sun. So according to our calculation, the sun is one. But the modern scientist says that there are so many suns, the stars. We don't agree. This is only one universe. There are many suns, innumerable, but each and every sun, every universe, there is one sun, not many. So, this universe, what we are experiencing by seeing imperfectly, we do not know, we cannot count how many stars are there, how many planets are there. It is impossible. So, the material things which is before us, still we are unable to count, to understand, and what to speak of the Supreme Lord who created this universe. That is not possible. Therefore, in the Brahma Samhita it is said, Panthastu koti satavatsa sampragamma. Koti satavatsa. The space is unlimited. Now, you take your plane or Sputnik or capsule, so many things they have invented. So you go on. Now go on for how many hours or days or years? No. Panthastu koti satavasra. For millions of years. Koti satavasra. Go on with your speed. Panthastu koti satavasra sampragamya. And how I shall go? Now, on the plane which is running on this velocity of the air, not this velocity, not this speed, 500 miles or 1000 miles per hour, no. What is the speed of air?
196,000 miles per second.
96 miles per second. These are mentioned in the Vedic literature that if you go by this speed, air, some 96,000 miles per second, so just imagine what is the speed of air. So panthastu koti satavasya sampragamma vayorathapi. On the plane which is running on the speed of air. That speed and for millions of years. Then again it is suggested not only on the speed of air but also on the speed of mind. The mind, everyone will know what is the speed of mind. Even 1/10,000th part of a second you can go millions of miles. The speed of mind. It is so speedy. You are sitting here and suppose you have seen something which is millions of miles here, miles away, you can immediately, your mind can go immediately. So these two examples are given. Just see how much scientific they were. This rascal says that there was no advanced mind or advanced scientists. And where from these words are coming? The speed of air, the speed of mind, unless they had some experiments, some knowledge. Why? How these books are written? So, panthastu koti satavasya sampragamya vayorathapi manasu. And how the speedy planes are manufactured. Munipungavana, by the greatest scientists and greatest thoughtful men, manufactured by them. So is that perfection? No. Sapastija parpadasim na avichintatati. Still you shall remain in inconceivable understanding what is this creation. Still, if you are so advanced that you can run on this speed, and if you are greatest scientist and thoughtful philosopher, still you remain in the same condition, unknown. Still. So how you can study Krishna? And Krishna has created all these things. See, if you cannot understand Krishna's created things, how you can understand Krishna? Is it not possible at all? It is not possible. Therefore, this Vrindavan status of mind for the devotees is the perfection. They have no business to understand Krishna. They want to love Krishna.